Hello everybody, Gibsomatic here, and today I want to be talking about a few vehicles that were the GTA Online Heist trailer and some screenshots that IGN have of these new vehicles. I'll also be talking about the real-life counterparts of these vehicles and stuff like that. First off, we have a vehicle that looks like the leaked Hunter vehicle. Now, the Hunter is an attack chopper, and the real-life counterpart, for the most part, is an MIL MI-24. Now, the thing about the MIL MI-24, it looks like it from the back, and I'll show pictures of that vehicle on screen, but it looks like it from the back. We don't have a view of the Hunter from the front. We don't know what that's going to look like. I mean, it could be a mix between like an Apache and a MIL MI-24, which is what I would assume would happen, but either way, this does actually look quite cool. And it's an attack chopper. I mean, I've always wanted an attack chopper in GTA Online. And of course we have the Annihilator and the Buzzard, but I've always wanted something like an attack chopper like this. So we are getting this. It also seems to have rocket pods on it. So the next vehicle is the Hydra. Now the Hydra has been leaked so much. So many people want the Hydra. I mean, personally I like the Hunter more just because it's a helicopter. The Hydra is a pretty cool vehicle. And it's also based off of the Harrier. Now the Harrier, what it does is it takes off vertically and then it flies. So it's pretty much, it takes off and you don't need a runway for this. Now, we don't know if this is going to be like a full VTOL where say you could go to an area and then like hover in that area and kind of act like a helicopter, then get out of hover mode and then just like fly somewhere else. That might be the case. We also don't know what guns this will have, but it does seem to have missiles on it and maybe a machine gun or somewhere. But I still think that this would be a cool vehicle. It looks smaller than the laser, but it would act a lot like the laser, but it could take off vertically. The next vehicle we have is a Bell UH-1. This is pretty much a Huey. Now, we don't know the actual name of this, but a lot of people say that it's called the Barracuda. I don't know if that's correct or not, but a lot of people are calling it the Barracuda. So, the UH-1 is pretty much just a passenger vehicle. Now, it doesn't seem to have guns on the front, but it does have a minigun on it from the passenger side. Now, it does have it on both sides, because if you look very closely, you can see that they're shooting down something that looks like a Frogger, or maybe that is another Huey. And you can see that they're shooting it down, and this is actually pretty cool, because we have not seen any passengers be able to use guns like in the side of helicopters, and I've kind of always wanted that. And I would have liked to see something a bit more modern for something that you could put guns on the side of, you know, something like a Black Hawk, although we do kind of already have a Black Hawk in the form of the Annihilator. The only thing about the Annihilator is that it has guns on the front, and I'm pretty excited for that, although it is kind of a older helicopter, and I would really like to see how it feels to shoot out of the, like, shoot on those miniguns. So, and also we have another vehicle, which is this vehicle right here, and this vehicle looks amazing. Now, from what I've heard, that this is a Night XV, or at least a modified Night XV, and it has guns on it, and there might be a few versions that don't have guns on this. Now, this could be a vehicle that you can store in your garage, and I would really like this, although we don't know much about it. This is in the game. This would be a very armored vehicle, and I think this would actually be pretty cool. It'd probably hold quite a few people on it, and you could probably have a person on a machine gun on it. Next vehicle we have is a Karen Rebel with a turret on the back. Now, this is, I was not expecting this. Now, this is a Karen Rebel. It doesn't have any roll bars on it or anything on the back. Now, this does look kind of like an anti-air machine gun, just because of the way it looks. I mean, it may be able to be used against other like vehicles and stuff, but it does look like a very high powerful machine gun. It looks something like a 50 cal, and I would think that'd just be a very powerful machine gun, kind of slower fire rate, but just be able to just destroy cars in a few shots and do stuff like that. Now, the next vehicle is actually a car. This is a car that a lot of people are saying is a Subaru WRX STI 2015. Now, we already do kind of have a WRX STI in the game, and that's the Karen Sultan. Now, we don't know much about this, and the only screenshots we've seen, they're the car has always been black, and I would really like if this is like a new sports car where you could just put any color on it and then put a few modifications on it or something like that, and then make it into this armored up sports car with 4 seats and stuff. Hopefully it's also a sports car, depending on what car it actually is. We don't really know, but that's kind of it for these new cars that we've seen. Now, if you have seen any other cars, like in the background or something like that, then let me know in the comments, and let me know how much money do you think some of these vehicles will cost, if they are purchasable. You know, for something like the Hunter, I was thinking maybe it'd cost like $1.5 million, or something like the Hydra would cost something like, I guess, $2 million. Hopefully most of these cars are, you use them in free roam, in dev matches and stuff. Hope you all enjoy. Feedback is always appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video.